Subscribe now and press the bell icon. Never miss an update.
Hello friends, welcome to our blogging series session number 3, the video number 3. In this video, I am going to explain you about a very important subject of how to do blog niche research. That is, if you are planning to start a blog, how do you take the topic, how do you do research of the topic? We are going to see about this particular subject in this. So initially I will have a direct discussion, and then I will practically show you how to do the research, how we can able to understand the market of a specific niche and subject. So first, before we get to the session, before we go into the practical, let us understand some basic concepts. So what is a niche? What is a niche? What is the purpose of a niche in a real-time scenario? So the basic idea of a niche is the category which specify a specific subject. If I take an example, I am interested in photography. So what is photography? It's a niche. Now there is another point we also discuss, we also talk about in our blogging, is micro niche. Now what is the difference between niche and a micro niche? In simple terms, micro niche is a part of the main niche, where micro niche can be a specialization or a specific topic. Let's take a small example here to understand a main niche and a micro niche. Let us assume that digital marketing, it is a main niche. Now what is a micro niche in digital marketing? We can say micro niche in digital marketing is digital marketing for business owners. This is a very small segment where what I'm trying to do is I'm going to focus on digital marketing related only to business owners. Or you can say a micro niche can be email marketing. Now digital marketing is a whole subject, but I can take one small subsegment of that digital marketing industry and I can call it as what? Our email marketing. So main niche and micro niche. So my main niche consists of many micro niches. So here the idea is to understand what is best for our business when we are starting a blog. Should we go for a micro niche or a major niche? It depends on your various factors which we are going to discuss here. Now the most important thing, why do bloggers mostly fail? One of the reason is selecting a wrong niche, a niche which doesn't have direct relevancy with the subject or their interest. So here the formula for success is this: whenever we are trying to create a blog, remember the 3 factors which will affect your results is, number 1, the passion or interest of the individual. Now without your passion or interest, if you take up blogging and if you start writing in that subject, sometimes what happens is you are very much fed up and you may not able to continue with that particular blog. So first factor you have to see whenever you are selecting a niche is your topic for which you are writing. Do you have passion or do you have interest in that particular subject? That is first aspect. Let's take this as A. Now the second important factor is B. Now what is B is? B is about the demand of that subject in the market. Now what do you mean by that is how many people are really interested in this topic? That is the B factor. So A, then we will take the B. And now the third factor which will have an effect in our blogging is how much money is involved in that category. Let me give you a small example here. The money which can be involved, it can be either via ads, Google AdSense, it can be either via affiliate products, it can be either via direct sponsors. Any of these 3 can be there, or any one of them will be there. So what do you mean by that is how much are advertisers willing to spend, how much the advertisers are willing to invest in this particular niche. So these 3 factors, factor number 1 is your passion or interest, factor number 2 is your the demand in the market, and factor number 3 is the actual advertisers and the actual people who are companies who are ready to pay in this particular niche or not. Now here is the interesting point. Our goal is to find a niche where all of these 3 should exist. So when all of these 3 will exist, then there is a possibility of making a lot of money. I'll come to that example with some practical examples, then you will realize this option. Now I will give you certain examples of the main niche and the sub niche to give you an idea. Let us say, for example, micro niche. let us say, how do we find a micro niche? So always you do this way, take a main niche and then try to divide that into different categories and subjects. I'll give you one example. Let us say I want to write about investing is a very big niche. Investing is a very big niche. Now let's say this is, we can take as a main niche. Now what are the micro niche can be created inside your single niche? Now let's say in investing, I want to take one option. Let's say the first option is long-term investing. Now if I write only about long-term investing and everything about long-term investing, that can go into one segment, one micro niche called as in your long-term investing. Second option, I can write only about trading. That is also one niche. I can then write about only mutual fund. That is a third topic. That can also be a micro niche. Now I would say I have did some basic research on this topic. Let me give you a small example here. Now while I was thinking about investing topic, I did one research about a topic called as halal investments, like investment for Muslims. What kind of investments we can do. Now in a practical video I will say that why I will not be interested to pursue that goal of writing a blog on that. I'll show you the reason in the practical. You have to watch the video till the end so you can get the reason why I am not interested to write about the blogging segment for halal investment. There is a reason for that. I will come to that particular topic. Now similarly, another example of main and micro niches, let's take personal grooming. It's a very vast subject. Now under personal grooming, you can take hairstyles, you can take mehendi designs, you can take nail art, you can take makeup, you can take dressing style or dressing guide. It's like you have a main subject, under that you can have hundreds of sub-subjects. That is also one example. Now one more example if you take is jobs. Now take jobs is a very big niche, but under jobs again you can take industry specific niches or you can take a specific sector related niches that can also be considered as a micro niche. So what I will do here is, for any particular niche you are planning to select, how do we do the research and find out whether there is a good volume, whether there is a good demand? First of all, interest and personal interest is there, that we have to consider, and once you consider that, you have to consider whether there is a demand or not, and third factor is whether there is money available in that niche or not. Now as per my research, I have did the various research in this particular industry. So according to that research, I can tell you certain niches I have selected. There are hundreds and thousands of niches. Every blogger will have their own niches. So I have selected few niches for your example, which I will show you practically as well. As we go into this discussion. The first niche here is one niche which is having a very huge volume is a biography niche. Now what is this niche about? Is biography is about any person. For example, you can start with Bollywood celebrities, you can start with Hollywood celebrities. Now if you are targeting India, Hollywood not be a good idea, Bollywood celebrities. Then you can write about sports person, you can write about business people, and one interesting point is it's an evergreen content. You don't have to keep the content will not be completely irrelevant. It will be available for a long term. You may need to update the content every now and then, that is fine, but one of the easiest way to write lot of content would be about biographies. Now what is the demand? I will show you the demand factor in our practical example. Now next option is product reviews. This is also one very good niche. You can select some unique products in the sense, in Amazon there are hundreds and thousands of products, so you can't start a website for everything. What I can do is I can take a niche. Let's say I am I have expertise about washing machines, so I can focus only on that one particular product and I can create niche on that. I have seen so many different websites which are focused on the kitchen niche, where they are only focusing on kitchen related products, reviews and all, and they are only writing about those products. That is also a very good way to work, because most of the time whenever customer is trying to buy a product, he goes to these websites to see the research and see what are the reviews about the product. So that would be also one good idea. Product reviews can be the second idea for our blog niche, and we can also create a lot of micro niche blogs here, because we can have a specific subject or a specific topic to target. Number 3 is parenting. Now see, parenting is also one of the vast niche where you can able to specifically on specific segments you can able to focus. Well, like for depending on the age groups you can able to focus. You can able to cover the topics of different apps available for parents, different apps which can be used for the safety of the kid, different websites which you can be using for the safety related aspects. So we can write a lot of things about parenting. But again, you see, this is interesting point. As I said, every person may not be interested in a niche. Now if suppose any housewife is there and they are planning to write a website, they are planning to create a blog, I would say for housewife this will be a great idea. Why? Because they want to learn about this subject, because if they are parents, they want to write about this subject. At the same time, they can also continue with their blogging journey as well. So it can be a 2-in-1 advantage. So specific people can really use this option. Number 4, as I said in the beginning, personal grooming segment. It has lot of different sub-segments. We can able to focus on those aspects. And number 5 is jobs, and specifically industry related specific job options, like government jobs is one of the highest demand subject, and there are many websites already, but you can able to really optimize your content for SEO and rank on the top 10 positions quickly, and volume of searches is in millions. And now one very unique niche, many people are not aware about this niche. This niche is called as, I can say, college updates and notifications. What do you mean by that is, you see a lot of engineering colleges are there all over India. If I make one website, let's say take an example of Hyderabad only, we have JNTU here, Usmania College here, and many more different universities. So one niche can be, I can make a website, let's say for example I want to focus only on AP and Telangana region. So I can have a website, let's say JNTU updates, or I can have a website Usmania updates. Now what is this website will do is, in this we will take all the latest updates from this websites, all the notifications, and will convert them into proper content and place it in our website. You may not believe there will be huge volume. We will be able to see that research when I'm going to show you. One example I will show you, but you can also do the research yourself. So you can find that there is a great demand and get great volume for this particular topic, college updates. Next, our subject which already you know, and you can actually master this and you can able to really work in this industry, digital marketing. I would say if you are already having a knowledge of digital marketing, this niche can be a go-to niche for you, because you can get started quickly and you can write about lot of topics. Again, in digital marketing, don't try to just write broad articles. Try to focus on specific industries, try to focus on specific topics which has more volume, that can help us to get more and more traffic. Then one more topic is there, top 10 list. Now you can take any segment for this. Example, you can take health industry. In health industry, if you have taken health industry, you can take top 10 specific option. I'll give you an example of it, and believe me, this will have a huge traffic. For example, I want to take a health industry and I want to write top 10 about health, or top 10 health.com, something like that. Now what is my idea here is top 10 cardiologist in Hyderabad. Now if I write one article on this, information is readily available, I can do research and get it. Now in this top 10 cardiologist in Hyderabad, my base research is there and I will write the article, and for this cardiologist in top 10 cardiologist in Hyderabad, I am on the first position. Done. Now can I replicate this same for every single city in India? You say 100%. Can I replicate it for every kind of every specialization of a doctor? I can do. For example, if someone is looking then for, let's say, orthopedic surgeon, top 10 orthopedic surgeon in Hyderabad. So you can multiply how much amount of content we can generate. So top 10 list, I'm just giving example of health, but you can do top 10 list for any subject, any industry. You can do it for education, top 10 business schools in Hyderabad, top 10 degree colleges in Hyderabad, top 10 let's say BCom colleges in Hyderabad, top 10 institutes in Hyderabad, top 10 Tally institutes in Hyderabad. If you take education wise, you will get every subject is available. You can able to retrieve every subject and you can write an article about that subject. So you can take one segment here, top 10 list, you can apply for any industry, and nowadays this is getting a lot of visibility on the search engine because of people are now looking for this type of queries. And last one we can say is the technology. The technology base, again you see specialization you have to take. Either you take phones, either you take laptops, one specialization, and you will be writing reviews about the topic. You can write some special tips and tricks about the topic, but you have to focus on more and more about the subject which is unique and specific to that particular topic. So this way you can able to easily optimize and easily work on this particular niches. Now I want to tell you one thing. One of the worst thing about the niche selection is, one problem is, if you have listened a niche from someone, let's say I have told you a niche or someone you have heard. Now the problem is that niche is not special anymore, because assume that the video, let's say I'm recording this video, it's listened by 1000 people, so it means 1000 people now know about that niche. Now what happens is there is a competition increase will be there automatically. So what is the idea I will suggest you is, I'll tell you the methodology, I'll tell you the process of how do we find a niche and able to take that subtopics. I'm going to show you practically, so you can able to take the process, the methodology, and apply that directly in your research process. That way you can find unique niches. And also remember, once you find a profitable and unique niche, mostly bloggers will never reveal their most valuable and profitable niches, because they want to avoid competition. So for that reason, if you identified a unique niche, you are not going to publicly explain to everyone that this is my niche. You have to save it so that the profitability will be high for you, and once someone else will discover, by that time you can go to the another niche as well. So let's see the practical procedure of how do we do the research and find out whether there is a demand for that niche or there is no demand for that particular niche. So I'm going to show you this on the system. So now you can see on my screen research. To do this practical process, what do we need is, we need just a basic Google keyword planner tool. If you have a premium version, it is much more better, because you can find all the relevant data, all the relevant information. And if you are having a paid tool, let's say free version, then you will not be able to see the volume and the data. If you have a premium, if you are already spending some money on advertising, that would be a great idea. So let's go to the discover keyword option, and here we can able to start with our topic. As I told you an example, I said I gave you one example of college updates. So I want to show you, do we really have that much of volume? Do we really have a great visibility and probability of getting a lot of traffic for this industry? So let's say JNTU H updates. I'll take JNTU K update. These are all locations, Hyderabad and other. JNTU A updates. And I'll take Usmania College updates. All right, JNTU notifications. All right, now I'm taking all over India. That's fine, because anyone from India can search for these queries and just click on get started. I'm selecting all over India and English language. Now look at the volume we are getting here. Look at the volume. You see, on an average, every month we have, only for this specific segment of keywords, 2.5 lakhs to 5 lakh is a volume, which is pretty high. And I have said, if you once you get successful in this niche, you can add other topics to it. You can add career, you can add many more topics to it. But the thing is, first we have to get successful in this. Now look at the volume of these keywords. JNTU H updates 49,000 per month. JNTU K updates, and because this is sometimes seasonal, where near the exam and in certain times what happens, the volume will extremely go very up. So we have to see, we have to use this particular kind of niche to really able to get a lot of users and audience to our website. Now, as I said, one example in our previous discussion, what I have told you is, I'm not interested. I have initially thought about creating one, because I'm into investing and finance. So I thought about creating a blog especially for halal investing. Now, when I did the research, let's say halal investing, halal mutual funds. Okay, now here what happened is, now look at the volume. Let's see for India as of now. Let's see the volume. What is the volume we are getting? Around 900, and max is somewhere around overall combined, it is somewhere around 1720, and monthly volume for halal investing or halal mutual funds is 320. Now the question is, does it really have that much of traffic which can really bring me the results and business? Now 1000 audience, 1000 visitors per month, searches per month, I would say definitely it's not a, if you have a already existing website in that you can make 2 articles on this, that is good. But creating a unique website for halal investing or mutual fund only for this sake, I would say it's not a great idea, because India is a population of more than 100 crore. We have so much population, but in that total population, you see in Muslims also around 18 to 20 crores. So out of that 18 to 20 crore Muslims, if you think only 1000 searches are coming up, so do you think about it as a feasible strategy? I would say no. I would say no. Now, if you take another aspect here, let us say one more example I will give you here. Let us take an example of jobs, as I was giving you example of jobs. So let's say government jobs, all right, or say sarkari naukri or sarkari jobs, because some users will search in our Hindi in an English format only. Okay, now look at this. This is crazy, right? Look at the volume. It is approximate, if you see, almost it in 58 million. It was drop a bit, but now again it is up to almost 65 million it is touching. Now if you notice each single query, now see this one, government jobs, sarkari naukri, sarkari jobs, this individual keywords has a volume of 2 million. Now I would say this would be a great way to earn money in terms with the help of advertising. Maybe you will not get affiliate products much here, but still you can use some third party affiliates here. But the point is, in this entire subject, you can see there is a great opportunity, great option, because there is a huge volume. So like this, what you have to do is you take any niche, any subject, and try to find out any individual topic in that. Try to find out an individual topic. Generally what I do is, we have one simple way to do this process. What we can do is, we can have a category database. We can have a complete list of categories available in any industry, and with that categories we can go to subcategories and see what are the subcategories of this subject, and that subcategory we can able to type in here and see what are the possible and relevant keywords we are getting. That way we can able to easily access a new niches and do research about the new niches itself. So that is the idea how we can able to take this process of keyword niche research. So I hope you are clear with this concept. So to conclude this session, let's consider the importance. So first thing is, whenever you are doing a research of a niche, first topic you have to see is your interest and passion. Number thing is the demand in the market, and number three is the money available in the market for that particular niche. So when you have these three things together, they are working perfect and in harmony, then automatically you can able to select a niche. For example, I have given the list of niches. In this, the best niche for me straightforward would be the digital marketing niche, because the subject and passion, I'm already passionate and immediately I can get into that subject. And the second one, if I want to really work on, is the investing niche, because already I have a knowledge and subject of that niche, I can able to go into that particular niche as well. So the point is, sometimes, because as an individual blogger you don't have money to invest, so for that reason we are thinking about what I know, based on that I have to write the articles, right? So as you grow, then you can able to hire a team, you can hire freelance writers, quality freelance writers, and you can make them write the article. That is later stage, but initial stages, as we don't have the money, we are planning here to use our skills to get the generate that initial income, so that once our income start flowing, then we can able to work on the new websites and articles. I hope you understood this concept very clearly, and you can please share, you can like our video and share our video, and if you have any queries you can ask me in the comments. And also I request you to please subscribe to our channel. We have a goal of reaching 1 lakh subscribers, so your support is definitely needed to reach the goal of 1 lakh subscribers. Thank you very much.